time. It was a crazy scene in Berkeley. There was music everywhere, popping off every corner, everywhere you went. There was some incredible kind of music happening. So I was just in the middle of that, and it was just natural for me to gravitate towards playing some instrument. And, you know, the drums were the first thing. We had the Berkeley school system. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but back then a lot of great musicians came out of that system, and everybody could play. You know, everybody could play. Yeah, well, it was, and it continues to be that way, because it's just something that I learned early on. If you're consistent and you apply yourself and on a daily basis to whatever it is, in whatever kind of music you want to pursue, you really have to apply yourself consistently on a daily basis. It gives you back a lot more than you put into it. Back then, I played like in bands, blues bands, country bands, Motown cover bands, rockabilly bands, everything, and I started making money that way. And everything I tried to do, it never produced anything for me. You know, nothing ever came back, and I just never felt good about myself until I started playing guitar, and I would practice what I was supposed to practice. And you know, it's the first time I experienced something where I put a little in and got a lot back out of it. But to be an artist and be successful at it, you can't be mediocre. You have to apply yourself beyond, one step beyond what you think it is. You have to get that much more out of yourself and dedicate yourself that much more, because there's no one's interested in that. And that doesn't mean that you have to be great at everything in your craft. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to be able to play everything on the guitar, execute everything as perfectly as this guy does. It means you have to execute what you do. You have to invest that much energy in yourself that you can execute something on that high a level from what you do, from how you honestly express yourself. I feel successful in that I've been able to do what I really want to do in the way, on my own terms, and actually make a living out of it for the last 20 years, you know. You do that and you apply yourself to that, and you've listened to the greats and digested what they have and studied that. And so if you're passionate about that and you apply yourself to that and you really, really do that, then you're successful. If you create stuff that puts you again, my philosophy about it is like we're all on this path of trying to be creative, and we're all on the path together. Whether it's someone like me who's been playing music for, 30 years, or someone who's just started to apply themselves, it's all the same path. And basically, you basically dedicate yourself to the journey. And eventually people are going to be like, I can do this myself. I don't need this establishment. I don't need this kind of this framework, I don't need it anymore. And ultimately it's just people are going to be creative and do whatever they want, and they're not going to really feel like they need to tailor what they're doing. So the dog will be wagging the tail instead of the tail wagging the dog, which is what we have right now.